And if y'all rise, then we'll have your identification and vote.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing each and every one of us to be here at tonight's meeting. I know that we are all struggling in one way or another, so please put your loving arms around each and every single one of us. Please reach out to our parents and our students that will be starting school soon, and all the teachers that are having to make changes this year from what they taught before. Dear Heavenly Father, also protect our first responders, our frontliners, and our military. And please just guide us in this meeting that we're about to have, and just help us make the best decisions that we can. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay, we're going to go into item number 4, public testimony. Citizens are invited to speak on any topic or agenda item before and during the meeting by response to the mayor be recognized. However, unless this item is specifically listed on this agenda, the City Council is required under the Texas Open Meeting Act to limit its response to the statement of specific factual information reciting the city's existing policy on that issue, or directing the person making the inquiry to visit with city staff about the issue, and no council deliberation is permitted for topics not specifically listed on the agenda. So at this time, do we have anybody in the audience that wants to speak on anything? Hearing none, we're going to go into item number 5, consent agenda. All items under this section are recommended for the approval of the consent agenda. These items are of a routine nature and require only brief deliberation by council. Council reserves the right to remove any item on the consent agenda for further deliberation. And under that, we have A, designate the Tarrant County Tax Assessor Collector as a designated officer or employee per Chapter 26 of the Property Tax Code, Section 26.04C. B, approve midnight football practice for Casper High School football team from 11:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 4th at W.O. Barnes Football Stadium. Anybody want to pull anything off? If not, I'll entertain a motion on that.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda A and B.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Number 6, we don't have anything on that. Number 7 is personal appearances and items requiring council action, approval on actions, which consider approval of employee health, life, and medical insurance rates for the planned year, October 1, 2022 through September 30th, 2023, presented by Dawn Brinson Benefits. She's here to tell us what a marvelous job she does.
Thank you, Mayor, President, and Council. It's nice to be with you this evening. As you know, this is the time each year where we hear about how the renewals are going for all of the employee benefit plans we manage. This year, similar to prior years, was a little bit of a challenge in that our medical health plan loss ratio was higher than we would like. So when we compare things like premiums to the claims paid out by Blue Cross Blue Shield, our loss ratio is 107%. So for every dollar that the city paid in premium to Blues, they paid out $1.07 in claims. And so that always creates a little bit of an uphill battle. But that being said, compared to many renewals I have seen this year, this one, the first offer was a little better than average. However, that still wasn't good enough. We felt like there could be some room for improvement. So in your bid packet, you received probably more data than you would ever care for. We actually are here a couple of weeks earlier than usual, and so we didn't have time to really drill it all down. But I do have really favorable news for you all, at least compared to where we started. So Blue Cross Blue Shield first offered us an 11.7% premium increase. And we requested proposals also from other viable carriers in the market, including Aetna, who declined, Cigna, who declined, TML, who did not make the bid deadline, Texas Municipal League, United Healthcare, we received a proposal from them, and of course, Blue Cross Blue Shield, who's our medical carrier now. And so we left our meeting last week with a desire, if possible, to stay with Blue Cross Blue Shield, because the employees have, for the most part, been pleased with those benefits, but not wanting to accept an 11.7. And hot off the press, this came in today, we were able to get some negotiations, and we now are at a 5% increase over current, instead of 11.7. So that is what I bring to you this evening. The goal, of course, being not to have to change the benefits for employees. As just a reminder to you all, we currently have about 59 people on the medical plan, and a strategy we put in place several years ago was to buy a higher deductible medical plan. So we buy that high deductible, which is $5,000, and then we self-insure a portion of that deductible underneath, because we don't want our employees to have the $5,000. But we've learned that if we buy richer benefits from the carriers, they charge a premium for it. So we identified the savings potential, and we self-fund that deductible down to $1,000 for an employee. So the back part of that deductible of $4,000 is actually being funded through a health reimbursement arrangement that the city funds each year, and we manage for you.
How much did we drain that this year?
It actually is pretty good each and every year, but this year, on an annualized basis, you're at about $31,000.
So what did we have in at the start?
We told you to expect, hold on, let me just read the fine print. 33,600, and you're annualizing a little bit.
We hit it on both sides, their side and our side. What was the reason? Is it COVID? Is it people falling downstairs?
For the claims, it is, well, hopefully not anyone falling downstairs, but I will say the claims this year, we do track, and as you might imagine, COVID has an impact on everyone's claims, whether that is somebody actually in a medical expense situation because of the seriousness of it, or even just simply because testing. There are so many tests run through health plans and through urgent care today. In fact, as you might imagine,